Right, I'm Grace, welcome. We're going to do roughly about 20 minutes of stretching, mobility, all stuff that you can do at home to keep you moving, to keep your body mobile, flexible, whenever you need a break from work or if you're self-isolating, this is great to do. General advice, listen to your body, move in a way that feels comfortable. If you want to sit some bits out, that's fine. If you want to revisit some bits, absolutely great. All you need is a mat, a smile, and a little bit of enthusiasm. So, let's get cracking. We're going to start with the legs nice and wide. So we're going to take the toes out and the heels in. This whole thing is going to be a little bit of Pilates, a little bit of yoga, and anything else that I have in my brain. So arms are going to come nice and wide, shoulders are relaxed. We take a gentle rotation. So you're moving through the centre of your body, letting your arms go with you. So we just start by relaxing into it. Let the head come with you if it feels good. Start to lift the heels so that the rotation comes more from the middle of your body and through the hips. So we just take a few moments to listen to our body, see how we feel, and relaxing into it. Lovely, then you come back through the middle. You're going to breathe in, take a lift up. Breathe out, come into the legs. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Lovely, hold the next one at the top. When you come to the top, we're going to hold an imaginary ball. We're going to sink low into the legs. So you're pulling your belly in, tucking your hips under slightly. We're going to roll this all the way down to one side, back up to the top, and then reverse. So down to the side, back up to the top, and reverse. So we get that beautiful release through the lower back. Lovely, guys. Let your eye gaze come with you. Let your shoulders soften. So we're going to use this kind of video to really relax and release into the body. Easing out any areas of tension. Good. Let's do one last one. Hold it at the top. Take the arms wide, back to the start. So easy twist. Lifting the heels. Good. Just imagine that you're like 4 or 5 now. You're relaxing into it. Start to take bigger rotations if that feels good. Just notice how relaxed you can be in your shoulders as well if you can. Lovely, back through the centre. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Good. One last one. Hold it at the top, soft bend in the knees. Scoop it round to the side, lift. Round to the side, lift. Good, 2 more. And then we're going to hold it in our forward fold. So relaxing downwards into the forward fold. Settle the chin to the chest. Shift the weight forwards and back just a few times. See how the distribution of your weight feels. Then taking it into the hamstrings. So you're going to want your hands over to your right leg. You're going to lift your belly right up and let your rib cage fall towards the legs. So we release into the hamstring stretch. Now if it feels good here, you can bend the knee a lot, start to straighten the leg a little more so you release deeper into your hamstring. But you're still getting warm, so see how you feel. Over to the left. Toes turn out, bend the leg, straighten. Bend, straighten. Good, couple more. Back into the centre. From here, relax your body. If it feels good, bring the hands to the elbows. And then keep the chin tucked in. You're going to rock from the left to the right. So we release over one side to the other. Start to make this a little bigger if it feels comfortable, but don't worry if it needs to be smaller. As you exhale, feel your body sink a little lower. Lovely, guys. Let the hands go. Take a nice deep breath, bend the knees, roll it up to the top, and relax. Adjust your clothing. Good. Right, let's come to the back of our mats. So we've got the whole of the mat in front of us. We're going to start with the feet underneath the hips, and we're just going to settle into the body. So you're going to breathe in, lift. breathe out lower. Breathe in, lift, breathe out lower. So we're floating the weight forwards and back. If you feel comfortable, you can take the arms higher as you inhale and exhale. Good. Now releasing into the back. So we'll repeat this standing and then we'll come down to the ground. So you're going to inhale, lift the arm back, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. So we get that nice rotation through your spine. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Lovely. 2 more, breathing in. Good. Now back through the middle, gentle back extension. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, lovely. A couple more. As you do this, just note to squeeze your bum to support your back. Only go as far as feels good. Good, one last one. Excellent. Then we come into our roll down. So the back and the legs are nice and warm. So if you tuck the chin to the chest, round the shoulders forwards, lift the belly, start to roll yourself down into a forward fold. From here, you're going to step your hands away from your feet to come into a plank to set yourself up. So plank position, we're spreading the fingers nice and wide, we're drawing the belly in. We are supported through the middle, we're pushing through the upper back. From here, you're going to gently lower the knees, untuck the toes, push the weight straight back into child's pose. Good, now rolling it through, so elbows drop, they stay in. We drop the belly through, we lift the chest, look up. To come back, you lift the belly up, drop the chest, sink. So we are creating that flexion and extension in your spine. So move with the breath, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And you know what? This is a good one to close your eyes on, because all you need to do is feel that beautiful release in the back. Lovely, guys. One last one. We're going to hold in this position and we're going to look over each shoulder. So we're releasing into the neck. So imagine that you're looking backwards towards your bum or towards your hips. Good. Now any of this you can repeat as feels necessary. So if you want to stay here for a while longer, that's fine. Excellent. One to the hands in. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now the same move as you did when you were standing. So you're going to inhale, reach back, exhale, lower down. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Finding that space in the chest, relaxing your shoulders as you go. So we see how much freedom of movement we can create in the back. Lovely, couple more. One last one. Let's try and be even. And then we open and close. So inhale, open, exhale, close. Lift up, lower down. When you've done a few of these, if you want to take it further, we're going to start to thread the needle. So we open up, then we bring the arm through to release into the back. So breathe in, open, exhale, come through, lower down. Inhale, find space. Exhale, rotate. Good. On the next one, hold. So lift up, thread it through, relax downwards into the twist. So holding here, your hips are lifted, your belly is drawn in. You're going to press the hand down or you're going to lift it up to the ceiling, or you can bring it to your opposite hip to work on opening your chest. Gentle breath. Lovely release. We do the same thing on the other side. So lift the arm up, thread it through. Hand can come down, hand can lift. Hand can come to the small of the back. Good, release. Now keeping the hips lifted, we take the hands forwards. We relax the forehead and the chest towards the ground, so we find that nice lifted child's pose. Nice gentle breath here. If you would like an extra stretch in your triceps, you're going to bring the hands together. Draw them behind the head, wiggle the elbows in. Focus on pushing downwards through the chest, but keeping lifted through your hips. Lovely, release. Hands just to the side of the face, push yourself up and sit up. Whew. Chill. Now here, you're just getting a little gentle quad stretch. If you would like to deepen this stretch, we're going to bring the hands behind the body and come to here. If you want to create a little more, you're going to squeeze your bum and you're going to drive your hips up and then release down. So we work on pushing the hips forwards and lowering down. Should you want an alternative, you can come up here to camel. You can squeeze the hips, push forwards and then come in. So you open into the hips, open into the quads and the chest. Good. See how you feel. Listen to your body. It might feel quite tight if you're here, especially if your quads are a little bit tender. Good. Couple more. One last one. And then we'll go for everyone's favourite, the front of the foot stretch. So bring the knees together. Now you're going to lift your knees up, take your weight backwards to stretch through the front of the foot. This is a very intense stretch, so careful as you go. If you're not used to it, you may need to rest straight away. If you are used to it, you may find that wiggling about adds a little bit extra. See how you feel. Stretching the feet is important and it is often something that gets neglected, so just make sure that you go with care and you give yourself time. Good. Take the weight forwards now, tuck both of your toes under, sit yourself up and back. So we stretch the back of the foot. Sometimes I touch my foot when I do that, which really tickles, so don't do that. So we stretch the back of the foot. Now you can sit here for as long as feels comfortable. You may prefer to come up here if it's a little too intense, so it's either here or here. Lovely guys, untuck my knees. Right, come back onto the hands and knees. So somewhere near the top of the mat, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Tucking both the toes under. This time we're going to lift the hips up, pedal push through the heels to release into the calves. So we lower alternate heels one at a time towards the ground. Find that nice stretch through the back of the lower leg. Now if you find that you are particularly tight on one side, you are more than welcome to hold it there for a little longer before you switch. Good, if you need to, you can drop onto the knees to rest. You might like to come into your cow stretch and your cat stretch. So we move from here, finding stretch in the legs, to here, finding stretch in the back. Good, now repeat this as many times as feels good. Alternatively, you might like to bend the knees in, straighten the legs up. That's also quite nice. Favourite thing in a downward dog position is just to listen to your body. Where does it need to move? What is it that you need today to nourish body, legs and back? Good. One last one and then lower down. Excellent. Right, hips. Take the front leg back, take the back leg off the mat, drop the front heel in, lift the front arm, come into your side hover position. So here we have the underneath foot, knee and hand in line. You are lifting up through your top arm, you're finding length through the top side of the body. To find the stretch in the hip, you take the toes off the mat, you squeeze your bum, push your hips forwards. Take a nice deep breath in and open the body back. So you are C-shaping your spine. If it feels good, maybe take the arm to the side of the face, find length. And breath. Good, release, bring yourself down. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, switch sides, so take the leg back. Open to me, lift. Then take the toes off the mat, squeeze the bum, push the hips forwards, draw the top arm back. Finding the hip stretch, finding length in your back. Keep the arm here or bring it to the side of the face. Lovely, release. So you can repeat that as many times as you wish. And then coming onto the belly, we're going to find stretch in the back. So, legs, mat distance apart, or where feels comfortable. You're going to bring your arms off the mat, so your arms are roughly at a 90-degree angle, with the fingers spread nice and wide. We start with the forehead relaxed down, we push the hips into the mat. We're going to roll ourselves all the way to the top, looking straight forwards, drawing the shoulders down the spine, into the hips. We then release the body down and go again. So you're rolling up, rolling down. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll down. Good. Now at the top, if it feels good, you might like to look over each shoulder, so you mobilise into your neck. You may like to drop the ear to the shoulder to release into your neck. And then roll down. Good. If you would like to add on to this, you're going to roll up, come through the middle, roll down. Bring the hands into the ribs, push back into child's pose. Then bring your body back down lower, roll up, roll down, hands, push, child's pose. Pause for however long feels good. And try to feel the movement, so let your body go where it feels good. Good, release. Excellent, right, come onto your bum. Should feel stretchy by now. Right, soles of the feet together. So we're going to open into the hips from here. So we've done a nice little stretch for the back. We're going to focus now more on the hips and the hamstrings. So two areas that are particularly tight, especially if you've been sat for a while or you've been walking or running, anything like that. So we start with the soles of the feet together. You're going to slide your bum as close to your heels as you need to feel that stretch on the inside of the leg. Releasing into the back to start. So you land one arm, you take a stretch over. You then bring it forwards and lift. Forwards and lift. Good. Now repeat this as many times as you need, focusing on relaxing into it. Lovely. Then taking it further, we're going to straighten the right leg out to the side. We're going to pull the left leg in. Lift the bum back, flex the foot, and then turn your body over your straight leg. So we're going to work our way into the stretch and out with ease, focusing on each time maybe coming a little further. So foot flexes if you can, drawing the belly in. You're going to wander the hands along the leg. Take a fold. Wander the hands back up, sit nice and tall. Go again, so chin tucks, belly lifts, wander down. Fold. Wander up, sit tall. Good, now each time you do this, let yourself relax into it. Repeat a few times on one side and then switch to your second side. So lift the bum back, turn your rib cage over the leg that you're stretching, flex the foot. Draw the belly in, wander the hands down the leg. And back up, down the leg, and back up. And now remember, each side is different, so if one side feels tight, don't panic. Taking both the legs nice and wide, now lifting the bum back. See how your hamstrings and your hips feel. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Let the toes roll out, now taking it forwards. So drawing the belly in. Got a tight hip today. I don't think it's quite agreeing with that. If you need to bend them, that's fine. Wander the hands down, forward fold. Wander the hands up. Good, so lift the belly, wander down, fold. And you know what? The good thing is, if you're doing this at home, no one's going to see you, are they? So it doesn't matter how far you get. If you need to bend your knees, that's your option. If you need to take a little tip forwards, absolutely okay. When you've done a few of those, coming back to the release in the back, so we lift the arms up. We sweep it forwards, we lift. So now you are in a deeper stretch for your hamstrings now that they are lengthened and mobilised. Let your body flow. Let your eyes close if that feels good. Taking it forwards. Good, couple more. And release. Lovely. Right, we'll finish on our back. So close your legs together. Take a lie down. If you want to pop something underneath your head for comfort, that might be quite nice. Starting with the knees hugging into the chest, so we release off through the lower back. So a little rock. The rock can turn into a circle if that feels nice. Try releasing your arms so you let the legs move of their own accord. Rotations in one direction and then rotations in the other. Good. Now let the knees fall to one side. This gives you a beautiful twist to your back. And then decide, is this enough? If you feel you need more, take your top leg, straighten it over and then turn your eye gaze along your back arm. So you find that beautiful release through the back. When you're ready, switch. And know that you're not in a rush. So I'm just going to do this once on each side so I can move on to the next exercise. But if you want to do a few on each side, that's quite nice. Good, as you come back through the middle, you're going to place one foot to the ground. Lift the opposite leg up to the top to find the hamstring stretch. Slide the leg away if you need more. And then draw the top leg in to feel the length in the back of the leg. It's okay to bend the knee. Try flexing and pointing the toes. Good. And then we release the inner thigh. So the same arm is going to open the leg outwards. The opposite arm holds down the hip. So you feel that stretch through the inner thigh. I would hold for maybe 10 or so breaths. And then bring the hands to the outside of the leg, pull it across your body to release your IT band. Again, this is going to be good if you've done a lot of sitting down. This one's intense, so you want to keep your hips down so that you feel anchored and you give yourself that point from which to stretch. Good. When you've done that, switch to the second side. If you would like, coming up into flexion here, creates a deeper stretch, that's an option. You can always then relax it back down. Good. Inner thigh stretch. Excellent. Pass it across your body. IT band. Lovely. Release. Now bring the toes together, take the knees wide. Bring one hand to either foot or the shins. You're going to pull the feet in so you open up through the hips. Again, just like you did at the start, take a few little rocks here. If you want a deeper stretch for your hamstrings and your hips, you're going to hook underneath the big toe, open the feet up to the ceiling to find happy baby. One nice thing here I like to do is alternate between happy baby, straightening the legs to find the inner thigh stretch. So you come from here to here. But you do have to have super long arms for that. Your arms might not be as freakishly long as mine are. It's however many you need. Excellent, then release. Draw the knees into the chest. Place the feet down to the ground. And we'll release through the back. So coming into bridge. So arms are going to relax. You're going to have your feet hip distance, your knees about a fist distance. We're peeling the back of the body off the mat, starting from the hips. So we tuck the hips under, we roll up to the top. Drive the hips to the ceiling, find that lift. Then roll your body down exactly the way that you came. So you're peeling up off the mat, finding lift in the hips. Also good strengthener for the glutes. And rolling down. Option, close your eyes, breathe in, lift the arms and the hips, let the breath go. Breathe in and then let the breath go as you come down. So we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Glutes. cross one leg over, flex the foot, lift the underneath leg, just take a little rock. Keep it simple, focus on pushing the knee away so you generate that big stretch through the outside edge of the bum. Good, release, switch sides. Now for any time you want to pause, do a few of these and then move on. Give that a go. If you need to rewind and go again, that's absolutely fine. This is your stretch. Lovely guys, release. Roll yourself up. And we will finish with the shoulders. So a comfortable seated position, however you like. Cross leg, wide leg, straight leg. You're going to take one arm out in front of you. So the right arm comes out in front, then the left arm just above the elbow. Option one, you're going to bring the hands to the back, pull the elbows away. Option two, you bring the hands into eagle arms and pull the arms away. So I'll show you from the side. What you're doing is you are creating a beautiful release through your upper back and your shoulders. So the more you can pull the arms away, the better. Again, if you're working at a desk, this is a nice one just to release the back of the body. It's nice to take a look over each side. So just make sure you do it on each side. So either here or here. Lovely. And then release. Final stretch for you is the neck. So we're just going to let it come from one side to the other. Good. And then lace your fingers together, bring them behind your head. Tuck the chin, pull the elbows in. Alrighty. Good. Roll the shoulders. And as always, give yourself a clap. I'm going to assume you did an excellent job because obviously I don't know. If anyone's got any questions, we will link my Instagram profile in the bio, so drop me a message. If you do this at home and you want to film a little snippet and tag Marina and I in it, that would be absolutely wonderful. I hope everyone's okay. We're going to post these as and when. Any questions, just let me know and enjoy your stretch.